Welcome back to Australia. We're actually doing not too bad. We got a lot of rails out here. We got no farms yet, but we'll save that for the end game. We got a temple that showed up here and a bit of a wimpy zombie. I think we're going to try to take this temple on, but before we do that, it's our turn. So let's go to our player board and take an action first, and then I think our second thing we're going to do is try and take that temple out. Alright, we're going to be spending some gold because we're going to be doing the same action twice. We're going to be doing the recruiting a character, and we are going to recruit this one. So of course that cost us our 1 gold that we had left. Juliet Verne, if you have an airship present in combat, inflict 1 damage automatically once per combat. That's awesome. So now we have artillery and armored cars and airships all do 1 immediate damage in combat. That's cool. That's going to cost us, though, a time. Oh, and we got to replace our characters. Of course, slide them down. That's how that works. And the next character to come out, personality, I guess they're called, is Yvette Quilla. Take 4 iron from the supply. Don't really care much about that at this point. All right, let's go move our time marker. All right, our time marker is moving, but it is still our turn. That only cost us 1 time. And now I do think we are going to try to take on that temple, so let's go back to our play area. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and do an attack. So we are going to go here for the attack. Now we're going to attack the temple, so to make things work best. So for attacking temple, infantry's good, artillery's good, and airship's average. So we're going to take the infantry, artillery, and airship. And that's only going to cost us 2 time. So let's go ahead onto the board, move our 2 time, and then we're going to attack that temple with those units. Alright, that's going to cost us a couple of time. 1, 2. And as you can see now, the Cthulhu Mythos monsters are going to go 1, 2, 3 times in a row. Alright, let's attack that temple. Hope we can blow it up. Alright, we're going to have the battle commence. So we got our infantry, we got our artillery, we have our airship. We do 2 automatic damage to the temple because we have Milligan here. For artillery, does 1 combat, and Juliet Verne, which we just picked up. So the temple gets an automatic 2 damage. Alright, we're going to start flipping cards. We're going to see what happens. So we're attacking the temple. A total whiff on both sides, so nothing happens there. Of course, we can't quite see that. We'll put the cards up here. That's better. Alright, the next attack. Our infantry does 1 damage to the temple. Right on, and we take no damage back. Or sanity, which I forgot. We have 3 sanity tokens as well. Keep that in mind. Alright, the next attack. Speaking of sanity, we lose 1. And we're still good to go. Still got 2 more. Alright, next attack on the temple. And infantry does a damage, but we lose another sanity. That's okay. We can lose another sanity. So 4 damage of 6. And we lost another sanity. I like this card combat system, pretty cool. Our artillery does 2 damage to the temple. We take 1 damage. That's going to destroy the temple, 1 damage. Everything's going to heal at the end of battle. Boom! We have just blown up that temple. It's going to give us 3 points, which is cool, so that's great. And away go our units. Alright, that's basically our attack finished. We've taken that temple right out. Remember our bonus 15 victory points at the end of the game. We have to make sure we have nothing within 3 of our port, which is right here. So we can't have any monsters within 3 spaces. Alright, that battle went extremely well. Alright, unfortunately, now the Cthulhu Mythos monsters, they get 3 turns in a row. And their first turn is just moving here onto a dark space, which means just movement. They have 1 zombie out there, so we're going to flip a couple cards and see if that zombie is going to move anywhere. Alright, the zombie's way up here. Let's see, do zombies move? First card, zombies do not move. Second card, zombies do not move. So they basically don't move. Alright, Cthulhu Mythos has another turn. Yep, this time they leapfrog onto us. So they're going to get, that's the light color space. We get a reckoning card to pull. Alright, we're going to be pulling one of the cards. This is our last level 2 card, and it is Reveal the Old One in the lowest numbered hex. Okay, so that's just it. It's going to be revealing the lowest numbered hex, and our lowest numbered hex is 25, which is right here, and that is a Shoggoth, a 5/5 Shoggoth. Okay, not horrible, but now of course we have to pull a couple cards for movement. We'll see if zombies and Shoggoths are moving, and this time the Shoggoths are moving 4 counterclockwise. They're going to come for our port. So 4, if we check our little token here, 4 is down, straight down, counterclockwise. They would go straight down because they're trying to get right to our port. All right, good to go. And second movement card, zombies and Shoggoths. And Shoggoths and zombies do not move. All right, over we go once again to the Cthulhu turn. All right, and once more, they're just hopping down here to 42. And it's a black dark space, so no card to pull, but we do pull 2 for movement. All right, 2 more cards for movement. They're trying to make their way to the port because there's nothing else out there. Shoggoths move 3 counterclockwise, and the 3 is right here. Wow, they're not going to move here. Well, maybe they would. Let's see. 3 and counterclockwise. They're going to move counterclockwise is yes. They're going to move right down here, I do believe. Hang on a second. So 3 is this way. Counterclockwise is that way. No, they would actually move here. They would move here. All right. Try and get that sorted out. All right, and the second card for movement, zombies and Shoggoths. And neither zombies or Shoggoths move. All right, back to us. We have a nice juicy Shoggoth here on the rail network. It is 1, 2, 3 away from our port. We don't want it there, of course. But we can't really do an attack because we have no gold and we already did an attack. All right, let's go to our play area and figure out what we want to do. All right, what I think we're going to do is we're going to take the import-export option. We have two iron remaining. We're going to cash the 2 iron in, sell them both for 2 gold. Boom! And that, of course, costs us a time. The all-important time, which is quickly running out on us. All right, we do get to go again, though. That only costs us 1 time. Back to our player board. See what else we're going to do. All right, back to the player board. I think we're just going to clear everything off for 1 time. We're going to get our tokens back. Might be a bad move for 1 time. I don't know. Let's go and move our token 1. And as you can see down here, we're starting to get close to the 53, which is end game. So we have spent a time clearing our board, which means it's now the Mythos turn. They're going onto a light space. They're going to be drawing a card, and this time they're into the level 3s. And I'm sure the level 3 cards are just really, really nice. So here we go, level 3, and it is, oh goodness. Reveal the old one in the lowest hex and draw 6 cards for its movement. Ooh, the lowest hex now is 27. It's way over here. Okay, it's another zombie. So this particular zombie is going to get 6 cards for movement. I'm just going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I don't forget to draw cards. All right, 6 cards for movement. The zombie will move 3 counterclockwise. And that's going to be this way. And then counterclockwise, it's going to move actually down here. Is it not? Yeah. Move there. So, oh, and then the zombie moves again. 5, which is this way here. So 5 will just move it here. Again, trying to get to the port. Wow, that's 2 zombie movements in a row. No zombie movement, 3rd card. No zombie movement. No zombie movement. No zombie movement. All right, boom. But now we have to draw 2 cards for everybody's movement. And that's Shoggoths and zombies alike. So the zombies are moving. That's 5. Both of them. That's both of them. So this one's going to move here, and this one's going to move here. Again, making a beeline for our port. And the second card for movement, zombies again. This time it is a 6, which is that way, and it's clockwise. So they will go this way, but then clockwise. So I think because they want to get a total beeline, they're both going to move straight down to get their way to the port. Oh boy. All right. And of course, that was, wow, that was them. Then they get to go again. Oh dear. Yep, they get to go again. This time it's just movement. So we're going to be pulling 2 cards for movement. I only have 1 card left. So I'm going to shuffle the, well, no, I got to shuffle it in. Anyway, let's get moving. I got to shuffle the final card into everything else. So the first movement, no zombies. Move, no Shoggoths move. All right, so I got to shuffle the relatively large Hulu deck and see if I can get the last card for movement. We can't attack this guy because the Shoggoth here is blocking our rail network. And now we have 2 monsters within 3 of our port. And that's our 15 bonus points. So we don't want that happening. We just don't. But we may not have an option. I do want to get the 15 bonus points. Alright, the second movement, we have just Shoggoths. And Shoggoths move 3 counterclockwise. Oh, good lord. So 3 is this way, counterclockwise. So they're going to move right here. Oh boy. Alright. We finally get another turn. And I think at this point, I don't know, for our bonus points, we just almost have to just keep hammering on the old ones. But that just eats up so much of our time. Let me figure out what I want to do. Alright, we've got a pretty good plan here. We are going to attack the Shoggoth. And that's going to cost... We're just going to... The infantry is poor against Shoggoths. So are armored cars. And the train is bad too. Hey, so Shoggoths, we want to bring in the train, the artillery, and the airship. So we're just going to bring in the artillery, the train, and airship. And that's... The train and airship are cost 0. But the artillery costs 1. So this is just going to cost us 1 action, or 1 time, to attack that Shoggoth. So let's do that. Alright, that's costing us a time, which means we're going to get to go again, which is right on. So there we go. Now let's go attack that Shoggoth and hope we can take it out. And what's nice about this is we have the airship, which means we have Juliet Verne. We also have the artillery, which means we have Milligan. That's 2 automatic damage. And the train, because the Shoggoth is on the rail network, we also get to bring the train. So starting right off, the Shoggoth taking 2 damage. Alright, let's get fighting. Oh, and yes, we have 3 of the sanity tokens as well. Okay, away we go. And Shoggoth. So our artillery does a damage and our airship takes a damage. Ooh, okay. So we do 1 damage to the Shoggoth. And our airship takes a damage, and you know what? We're going to retreat our airship, because we don't want to lose it. And you can just retreat an airship if you want, and leave the rest in battle. So that's what we're going to do. So we're sitting here with the artillery and the train. We're still attacking the Shoggoth. Okay, next card for the Shoggoth. Our train does a damage, we lose a sanity, and take 1 damage. Okay, Shoggoth take a damage, 1 more and we kill it. We lose a sanity, 1 of our 3, and we take 1 damage. We'll put it on the train because the train can take 3 damage before it's destroyed. And of course, all units are healed at the end of battle unless you go insane, and then the damaged units are destroyed. Alright, Shoggoth, nothing. Whiff on both sides. Oh boy, alright, we just need 1 more damage on the Shoggoth. Oh wow, the artillery pounds the Shoggoth into goo, and we take nothing retaliation. So boom, another monster has been annihilated by us on our rail network. Victory points at the end of the game. And we, of course, heal everything for our units at the end. Alright, cool. So we could have left the airship there, but I didn't want to lose the airship because it does an automatic damage. Alright, it's still our turn, and I think it's going to be the final turn for this episode, and then tomorrow we will wrap up the series, I'm pretty sure, because we're getting very close to the end. Alright, let's figure out what we want to do. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we're going to recruit a character. And the character we're going to recruit is this one right here, which is Professor Guillaume. Reduce time point cost for attacking by 1 to a minimum of 1. So what's cool about this is we can throw all units into the battle and only cost us 2 time instead of 3. We're running out of time. So that's actually a good option. And we want to make sure we get our 15 victory points at the end, or hopefully. So we got to make sure all monsters are basically away from our port by 3. And our new character coming out, when military unit to inflict 2 damage. That's actually not bad either. Bring a whole pile of infantry in and just boom. Get rid of an infantry, do 2 damage. Okay, I guess we're gonna spend our time for recruiting, and then we're gonna be wrapping up for today. Yep, we're spending our 1 time, which means when we come back tomorrow for the finale, we're gonna have the Mythos going first, and they will be drawing another card. We're sitting here at 45, and remember, we get when both of us either get to or exceed 53, well, they'll never exceed 53, they only move one at a time, but when we get to 53 and beyond, and the Cthulhu player gets to 53, the game ends and we tally points. Alright, we're going to zoom out, we're going to wrap up the episode for today. Alright, well, that's wrapping up our episode for today. So, things are looking pretty wiped out. We still have 2, 4, 6, 7 level 3 monsters unrevealed, 2 level 2s, and a couple of zombies kind of shambling their way towards our port. We want to get rid of this one because it's within 3 of our port. But otherwise, I think we're actually not doing too bad. So thanks so much for watching along. Excuse me. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Auztralia. We're doing the solo game. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for the continuation, the conclusion. Basically, we're going to wrap it up, I'm pretty sure, tomorrow. Alright, a couple little correction-y things here at the end. I think I moved the Shoggoth incorrectly. I think it would have ended up here ultimately, so we couldn't use our rail. I'm not going to try and fix it. I'm not going to worry about it. Now, we did have a card here that I totally didn't read the bottom of. And it was this one. When we moved 6, it says take 2 gold. It's right up here in the right-hand corner. I forgot to take 2 gold. So I'm going to take 2. That's going to give us a total now of 4, which is actually really good. So thanks so much. I'll see you tomorrow for the continuation of Auztralia Solo.